If I would have to give this game a rating, I think I would give this game an 8 out of 10 because of the available ways to get around town, so to say, so to speak. Hello everybody on YouTube, Supersider here, and I thought that I needed to do a review of this wonderful standalone expansion of Saints Row. Yeah, this is actually a Saints Row game, and it's called Saints Row Get Out of Hell, if I pronounced that correctly. And within this game, you can also play as a girl by just going into this building and switch characters. So, at any given time, you can switch characters. But that is not the best thing in this game. This game actually allows you to use anything from the Saints Row realm. Plus, a little bit of extra. But I will get to that in a minute. For this review, I thought it would be great if I split things up into three distinctive parts. I want to start with how the graphics look. And this is the version on PC, and as you can see, the graphics look pretty okay, but they're still from the old Saints Row 3 engine. The same engine that is also being used in Saints Row 4 as well. So, on graphic side of things, there are not a whole lot of improvements to what Saints Row was and is. This is, this is good news for a lot of computers out there that don't have awesome graphics cards that should be able to run this game without any significant problem. If you look into the graphics menu for a little bit, you can see that there is not a whole lot of things you can change. You can change the resolution, either if you want full screen or not, VSync, and after that you get to the anti-aliasing and the straw pick, and you got a few other options like scene, lightning, shadow, reflections, post-processing, and ambient occlusion. Now, changing shadow detail to low doesn't really do anything for me. At least I can't really see anything that has been changed within the game. So these options are not extremely well detailed, but I mean they're good enough to use these presets and get yourself a nice solid 60 or more FPS. As you can see, the graphics look pretty okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But for the future, when they make Saints Row 5, they might want to think about making a new engine to accommodate the new graphical enhancements that have been made throughout the past years. While a burning car is driving past me. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. This burning car actually lets me to the gameplay. Now, the gameplay of this game is what you would expect from a Saints Row game. It's an open world. You can do anything you want, but this is actually hell. And within hell, you have a few powers. Like you can see, my arm is glowing purple a little bit, and I've got a few powers. I can run pretty fast. I can knock stuff aside, so I can get through the world pretty quick. But next to that, I also have wings, so I can fly. Now this is a pretty good addition to the game. And you can also pick up orbs so you can upgrade your own abilities. But flying through the game, that is a very good idea to get around the city without any problems. Next to being able to have flying powers and running kind of fast, you can also use other powers which you can get throughout doing missions within this game. But I'll get to the missions in a little bit. Let's look at the powers. These are 4 powers you can pick up throughout playing the game. A blast is an energy blast which you can shoot at enemies. Summons are is an ability which lets you summon a creature that will fight for you. A stomp, which I will show you in a second, does massive damage. And an aura is aura around you, which consists out of fire. And if you run past enemies, those enemies catch on fire and will then die over time. Next to that, you have super sprint, like I displayed, and also flight. I don't have picked up 2 other powers yet. So, like I said, the stomp. You can switch to 3 different power-ups within the stomp. And the power that I like the most is the vacuum. And I will show that right now. You can jump, press the button, and that will create a vacuum which sucks everything up and kills everything around you. So that is extremely powerful. Next to that, next to having these extraordinary powers which you can use at any given time, you also got a few guns which you can shoot with if you want to, but you don't have to. One of my favorite guns is this beehive thingy, which shoots flies and will damage enemies over time until your ammunition runs out and you're fucked up. Next to that, you also got a God's Hammer, and this is probably the best gun in the game, because there's an ability on this hammer which you can use to completely destroy everything. Like that. Absolutely destruction. If you combine that with this stomp, it is absolutely devastating. So ultimately you got a whole lot of options to use guns, but there will probably be only like 2 or 3 guns you'll ever use. Anyway, this is everything about the gameplay. So the gameplay is pretty good, but the problem with the gameplay is that at a certain point you'll get to use abilities and a weapon like this, which is so overpowered that you don't want to use anything else. So they might have put a little bit more thought into balancing out the weapons that you can use, but unfortunately they didn't. So that is that. Anyway, that concludes my talk about the gameplay. Now about the story, and I will go to the map for that. This is the map and all the activities you can do. This looks a lot like Steelport, and I think it is Steelport, but in a different scenario. And they call it Hell. So, this what you see here are all the activities you can do. Next to that, there are also people which you can meet and get new powers from. And once you've done that, you'll fill up this bar, which I've done now, and you can get to the conclusion of this story. And as you can see here, I've only explored this part, this part, and this part, and the bar is already full. I've not done a lot in this part yet. So, in my opinion, this bar could have easily be doubled, and you would gain a lot more fun out of it, because you would have to do everything before confronting the ending of this game. Is this game long? No. You can play this game in a couple of hours. I did this probably in about 5-6 hours in total. So this game is not very long, but the game can be bought on Steam for $15. So I think that what you get for story in this game and the money that it will cost you are pretty reasonable. You don't have to buy a full game. Like I said, this is a standalone expansion. You can just buy this and play this. just like Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon was. If I would have to give this game a rating, I think I would give this game an 8 out of 10 because of the available ways to get around town, so to say, so to speak. Next to that, being able to use godly powers and just tearing up this world without being punished for it is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I would encourage you to try this game out. It's not that expensive. You get a lot of fun out of it. It's a little bit different than what Saints Row was and will be. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I hope I have provided you with enough information about this game so you can form your own opinion and decide upon if you want to buy it or not. I think it's worth it for the price that it costs. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this game, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, favorite, subscribe, and do all your things, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh. Dude, get fucked.